In Cape Town this evening, they will celebrate excellence in diplomacy. Live now to SABC's political editor, Mzwandile Mbeje.
Well, Tsepiso, as I was listening to you speaking about that situation in Sudan, looking at the role South Africa has been playing there and the event that is going to be taking place here tonight, Ubuntu Awards, I mean, I could just imagine, because it simply talks to South Africans or companies that are doing good work outside, which are projecting South Africa's image to the outside world in a positive way. I heard you speak about the involvement of the deputy president, the former president, in trying to resolve that question. So these awards talk to people like that, people who really have excelled in what they do, particularly outside of South Africa, but projecting the image of South Africa in a very positive and fruitful way. These awards were started at Tsepiso in 2015, where it was decided that every after State of the Nation address, they should be held here to really say, as South Africa, there are so many things that our people are doing, but don't get that kind of recognition. So that is why you have these awards that are held, and they have certain categories. You'd have category that recognizes an individual or an organization that does work in Africa, or an individual or an organization that does work outside of the continent, and of course those who export our culture and projecting it in a really positive way. So this is really the diplomacy at its best. So we expect the head of state, President Ramaphosa, later on to address this gathering. So there's a number of people that has gathered here. You have a number of ministers, business industry, and of course ambassadors from a number of countries who are gracing this occasion. So it's going to be an issue really where, when South Africa has just succeeded in terms of resolving that issue around South Sudan, and then you have this kind of awards really that recognize that kind of work. So it's really important for South Africans. And I can tell you, Tsepiso, that there's a number of companies, for example, companies like MTN, like Vodacom, like MultiChoice, and so many other individuals who are doing great work for South Africa, but they are not recognized. Also, there is a category that looks particularly at young people. There are many young people who are very innovative, who do great things, but they need that kind of encouragement, that kind of motivation. So with these awards, so they will really be able to know that what they're doing is being seen, is being encouraged. So they will also inspire others. So many other people have been recipients of these awards, and then we expect to hear a number of other people really that have done so well in the categories of business, as I've indicated, in various divisions. So President Ramaphosa will speak, but before the president speaks, the Minister of DERCO, the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, will be the one who will open this event, and then of course lay the basis for the head of state to say his say. So we'll be waiting, and we hope perhaps as time goes on to speak to one or two people. So we had just been promised to speak to the Deputy Minister or the DG, but as I'm speaking to you now, they are at the holding room where they are expected to receive the President and brief him on a number of issues. So it's going to be a very good night, I guess, for South African diplomacy. South Africa is known as the powerhouse of this continent, and of course it plays a very crucial role in the global affairs. So this event will tonight recognize all of that.